bottoms down. Chair yoga for everyone. I'm Carol. I'm glad you've joined us today. It's class number 17 of our 30 class chair yoga series. We're going to start seated. We'll move into standing for another downward facing dog variation, and then we'll move back to seated. If you like the experience, please click the subscribe button. It is free, and leave me a comment. Let's get started. So we're going to lengthen up, crown of the head towards the ceiling. We're going to move forward in our chair. We're not leaning back. Both of our feet are on the floor. And we're going to take a moment to really think about those feet and ground those feet to the earth. Same thing with your sits bones. So you want those sits bones on the chair and you want them to be equally weighted. So just concentrate on that for just a moment. Let's go ahead and close our eyes. Flip the palms up to the ceiling. Lift the heart. Pull the shoulders down out of the ears. Breathe your natural breath. We're going to elongate the breath. So we're going to inhale a little more deeply and exhale a little more completely. Do that again. And just breathe normally. Let's do that one more time. Breathing a little more deeply. Exhaling a little more completely. Again. And breathe normally. Bring your hands to your heart. Set your intentions for today's practice. One more breath here. Bring your hands back down to your thighs. All right, we're going to shrug our shoulders up into our ears, and then we're going to let them fall. And we're going to shrug our shoulders up into our ears and let them fall. And do that one more time. And release. All right. We're going to drop our right ear towards our right shoulder. Then with our right hand, we're going to reach up and we're going to lay it lightly on the head. So don't pull or tug. Just let the weight of the hand give your neck a little more stretch. Extend the opposite arm out to the wall beside you. Flex through the wrist. Push through the palm of the hand towards that wall. One more breath here. Let's bring the hand down. Take the hand off the head. Lift the head up. All right, let's do the other side. So we're going to let the ear fall first towards the shoulder. Just kind of get into your natural range of motion here first. Then we're going to pick the hand up and we're going to place it on the head. Opposite arm extends, flex, and push through the palm of the hand. This is actually where you're going to get the stretch, is pushing that. It's not pulling with this hand. One more breath here. Let's release this hand, opposite hand off the head, and then lift that head up. All right, very, very good. We're going to come into our cactus arms, our goalpost arms, okay? Now, what you're going to do is you're going to take your right hand and you're going to bring it over to that left shoulder, okay? Take a deep breath in, and then as you exhale, you're going to twist towards your bent elbow. So to the left. One more breath here. Go ahead and face forward. Bring those arms down. And we're going to do that on the other side. Ready? We're going to come back to those cactus arms. Now, our left arm is going to come across to that right shoulder. Inhale. And as you exhale, you're going to twist towards your cactus arm. One more breath here. And down we go. We're going to do that one more time. Ready? Here we go. Cactus. We're going to bring that arm across. Inhale. As you exhale, twist towards that bent elbow. One more breath. Bring everything down, and we're going to do that on the other side. Cactus arms. Bring this elbow across. Turn and look. One more breath here, and bring those arms down. Okay, very good. So we're going to go back into those cactus arms, but we're going to add a little bit of legs as well. So we're going to come into our heel, toe, heel, toe. So we got those goddess legs, right? So a little bit of wide stance here. Now you're going to go ahead and come back up into those goddess arms, right? This time what's going to happen is you're going to let this shoulder drop down between your legs, and then you're going to take this hand and you're going to push it into that leg. So you're just kind of stretching into that inner groin. One more breath. Let's come back up, and we're going to do the other side. We're going to lean down. I went to the wrong leg. Press this hand in. So you're kind of pressing the same side. Does that make sense? This other arm is just kind of up here like in cactus. We have one more breath. Let's come up and let's bring the arms down. Let the knees come in for a moment. Okay, let's do that again. Back into those goalpost arms. Are we ready? Now, we're going to drop this shoulder down, and as we drop that shoulder down, we're going to use this hand and press on the inside of that thigh. One more breath here. Come up. Are you feeling that stretch? I am. Ready? Now, this hand's going to, well, let's do the shoulder first. Drop it down. Then bring the hand and push. One more breath here. And release. Let's go ahead and just bring those knees together. Just a little internal rotation, kind of to counter that external rotation, and bring the feet in together. Okay, very good. We're going to work on our abdominals a little bit now. We're going to lean all the way back, and we're going to, first of all, let's move our hips forward. I should have said that first. Now lean all the way back and cross your arms over your chest. Okay, so I'm leaning back, my arms are crossed, my feet are on the floor, bent knees, okay? Take a deep breath in, and on an exhale, we're going to lift up into seated, okay? Now, as we come back, we return back. I want the back to touch the chair, but not to rest, all right? Inhale, and then exhale, up we go. And then inhale back, and then exhale, up we go. So I'm going to turn to the side. You stay facing me. See what I'm doing here? Inhale back, and exhale up. I will tell you, I even have some people in my in-person classes that turn to the side. You can do that if you want. Inhale back, and exhale forward. We've got two more. Inhale back, exhale forward, last one. Ready? Inhale back. I'm touching that chair, but I'm not resting. And exhale forward. All right, let's release that and take a moment. Now, let's add one thing on here. So what we're going to do is we're going to add hands behind the head. It makes a big difference. You'll be surprised. So remember, it's an add-on. So if you want to stay here, absolutely fine. If you want to try this version, we're going to bring our hands back behind our head. Elbows are going to stay nice and wide, and I'm not pulling on my head, right? My hands are just kind of resting there. We're going to inhale as we prepare, and then exhale, we're going to come back. I'm going to touch that chair, but I'm not resting. You feel the difference? And up we go. I know, right? I feel it too. Ready? Let's go back. Inhale, exhale as we come up. And we're going to do that again. Back we go. You should really be feeling your abdominals working here. Up we go. We've got two more. Back we go. Using your abs here. Up we go. Let's do one more. Those feet need to stay on the floor. And up we go. And release. So we want the feet to stay down, Because if the feet begin to lift up, what's happening is our hips and our hip flexors are helping. We really don't want that. We want the abdominals to do all the work. We're going to do one more, and then the final add-on is we're going to do a little cross, okay? So a little oblique work. But let's do one more. Hands crossed or hands behind the head, your choice. Ready? We're going to go back on the inhale, and then we're going to come up on that exhale, right? Let's do that again. Back we go. Oh yeah. Exhale as we come up. We got this. Back we go. I know, I feel it too. And up we go. It's so good for us. Let's just do a few more. How about 4 more? And up we go. We got 3 more. Up we go. Are those elbows staying back? Don't pull on that head. Back we go. And up. We have 1 more. This is it. We got this. And up and release. Okay, so the final piece. We're going to be here and we're going to come back, and then we're going to take an elbow and cross it over to the knee, okay? Then we'll come back and then we'll lift up and we'll go back and we'll cross the opposite side and then come up, okay? So what we don't want to do is the cross and the lift at the same time. The back doesn't like that, right? So we're going to come back, we're going to twist, take the twist out, and come up, okay? And we're only going to do 3 on each side. That's it, and then we're moving on. Hands behind the head. Don't pull on that neck. Feet are going to stay on that floor, knees are bent. Here we go. Back we go. Now, take elbow to knee. Take the twist out. Up we go. Back we go. Elbow to knee. Take the twist out. Up we go. There's 1. Here we go. Back. We're only doing 3. Cross. Take the cross out and lift it up. Back we go with a cross. Take the cross out and up we go. There's 2 of 3. Here we go. This is it. Back and cross. Take the twist out and up. Back and cross. Take the twist out. Up we go and release. Do you feel that? Good work for those abdominals, right? So in yoga, our abdominals are engaged the whole time. So we're working the abdominals anyway. This just gives them just a little extra, right? All right, very good. The next pose is a crescent lunge. We've done the crescent lunge before a few times. We're going to add a little add-on here today. So we're going to take that right knee and we're going to open it nice and wide, just like we've done before. We're going to take our left knee and we're going to let it fall down towards the floor, and we're going to push that foot back behind us. Okay, so we're going to do our hands to heart. Now, I just want you to turn your body and look at me, so just a little twist. Come back center, and then you're going to twist and look over the back of your chair. And then you're going to come center, grab the chair, release the leg. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to do that same sequence one more time, but we're going to slip our hips off of the chair, okay? So I'm going to move over so that my hips are very towards the edge of the chair. Remember, you don't have to do it, right? You don't ever have to do the add-ons. But if you're with me, we're going to go ahead, let's put a hand on that chair and let's slip those hips off and let's see how that feels. Pull the belly in. Can we let go of the chair? Hands to heart. Okay, checking in, see how you're feeling here. Keep that belly tight. Can you twist to me? Can you come center? Can you twist over your chair? Can you come center? One more. Twist to me. And center. Twist and look over the chair. And center. Hold that chair. Slip your hips back on. And release. That was really good work. So that is a pretty challenging add-on, isn't it? Let's do the other side. Left knee opens, right knee falls down towards the floor. Push that foot back behind you. Hips stay on for the first one, okay? Relax this glute, see if you can get a little extra stretch on the front side of that leg. Bring your hands to your heart. Twist towards me. And then we're going to come center. And we're going to twist over the back of our chair. And come center. Let's do that one more time. Twist to me. And center. Twist over the back of your chair. Center. Release for just a moment. Okay? Now, let's engage that leg again. Hang on to that chair. Slip those hips off. See how it feels. Checking in, right? Checking in. You've got the chair right here. You can slip those hips right back on if you want. If you're ready, we're going to bring our hands to heart. And let's twist to me. And center. Twist over and look over your chair. And center one more. Belly tight. Twist to me. And center. Twist and look over your chair. Center. Put your hand on the chair. Put your hips back on. And face forward. Okay. How did that feel? Did you feel okay? I know. It's challenging. Got a little balance work going, didn't we? Okay. If you're ready, let's come to standing on the right side of our chair. We're going to do a mountain pose, which we've done before, and with a little variation for balance, okay? So I'm just going to take a little step away from my chair, so I've got, but I can still hang on to it here if I need it. Ready? Okay, so we're going to interlace our fingers, point our fingers to the ceiling. We're going to extend our mountain up. Now, we're going to lean towards our chair. And then we're going to come up and we're going to lean the other way. Now, we're going to come up, we're going to lean towards our chair, and we're going to lift that opposite leg up and off of the floor. Leaning mountain with lifting that leg up, giving a little balance. One more breath. Bring that leg down, bring the hand up. Let's bring the hand down and just take a little break here, because we're going to do the other side, and I think we can do it from this side of the chair. Ready? Up we go. We're going to lean away from our chair, and then up, and then let's lean towards our chair, and then up. Now we're going to lean away from our chair, and then that opposite leg is going to lift. The chair's a little bit in the way. I think it's okay though. You don't have to lift that leg that high, right? Pull that belly in for 3, 2, 1. Put that foot down, bring that arms up, and release. Okay, excellent work. Now, we're going to do another version of downward facing dog. And this one we're going to have bent knees. So we're going to be on the right side of our chair, and we're going to face that chair, okay? So what we're going to do now is we're going to hinge forward. Bring your hands to the chair. And again, I didn't mention this, but make sure that chair is stable on carpet or sticky mat, right? So we want to keep that, make sure that chair's not going to move. And we're going to bring our weight forward. Now, I want you to bend your knees. And then we're going to straighten. And then we're going to bend our knees. And we're going to straighten. Okay. Now, let's take a little step back. Remember, that's a great version. If you want to stick with that version, stick with it. If you're with me, we're going to take a little step back. Our arms are straight, and we're going to begin to let our heart fall forward. For pretty traditional, what we've done a few times now, downward facing dog. Now, we're going to bend our knees, and we're going to straighten. And we're going to bend our knees, and we're going to straighten. We've got one more. Bend those knees and straighten. Go ahead and take a step forward. Roll it up into standing and take just a moment. Okay, so we're strengthening those legs, so that activating those muscles and ligaments, building that strength as we bend and straighten the legs. Now what we're going to do is with one leg. Okay, so it's called a three-legged dog. And if you want to look at me real quick first, because once we get down into it, sometimes it's kind of hard. So what we're going to do is we're going to take that step back, just like we've done, right? We're going to bring our weight forward, maybe one more little step back. We'll bring our heart back. Now, we're going to take our left leg and we're going to bring it behind. You can have toes down or you can have that leg lifted. It's fine. Three-legged dog. Then you're going to bend and straighten. And bend and straighten. Okay, do you see what we're doing there? No. It's good. Three-legged dog with a bend and a straighten. Okay, here we go. So take your step back, hinge right at those hips, bring the hands to the seat of the chair, bring the weight forward. Step it back, keep your arms straight, right? And let that heart fall between your hands, come into your downward facing dog. Okay, so I'm going to start with my left, it doesn't matter. Let's start with one leg. I'm going to do left leg. I'm going to take that leg back and then I'm going to, maybe the toes stay on the floor, which is fine if you want the toes to stay on the floor. If you want to lift that leg up, that's fine too. So here we are in a three-legged dog. Belly is tight. We're going to bend that other knee. And we're going to straighten. We're going to bend and we're going to straighten. We're going to bend and we're going to straighten. We've got one more. Bend and straighten. Put that foot down. Walk forward. Roll it up. How did that feel? Pretty intense, I know. I gotcha. We got to do the other side though, don't we? Here we go. Take a little step back. Hinge forward, hands in the seat of the chair, bring the weight forward. Take a pretty good step back, keep the arms straight, press back into your downward facing dog. Now the other leg is going to come back. Either you're on your toes or the leg is lifted, doesn't matter. Ready? We're going to bend and straighten. It's bend and straighten. Bend that knee and straighten. One more. Bend the knee and straighten. Put that leg down. Walk it forward. Roll it up into standing. And take a moment. Okay. How did that feel? That's pretty intense. It was good though. Really, really good. Now we're going to do a pyramid pose with a little bit of a different way. So I've got my chair here. I'm going to hang on and I'm going to put my foot in the seat of the chair. Okay? Now I'm going to straighten that leg if that feels okay. I know. Hold on to that chair. You're fine. And we're going to let our heart fall forward. So here's our pyramid pose. So just a different version, right? A different way of doing your pyramid pose. We still want to keep this hip back, the hip next to the chair. Anytime the leg is extended, that's the hip we want to make sure is back. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my foot on the chair and then I'm going to press my hips forward for a crescent lunge. So I'm still holding my chair. Remember, you want to press down. You want that chair to be on your carpet or something. You don't want it sliding, but I still want you to press down. You should be feeling this stretch right here. One more breath. Let's do that one more time. Pyramid pose. Let that heart fall forward. And then put the foot down. Push the hips forward. Hold on to that chair. Make sure this foot is pressing down, not out. You're pushing those hips forward. One more breath. Let's release that. And let's move to the other side of our chair to do the other side because I like it. You can hold on to that chair, I think, a little bit better. So the leg next to the chair is the one, the foot, we're going to put it up first, okay? Make sure that you're pressing down as when we get into that crescent lunge. So here we go. Toes to the ceiling. Hold on. This is not balance. Hold on. Let that heart fall forward. If you want to play with balance, you can let go. It's okay. You can always do that. It's always a good thing to work on, right? All right, let's lift that heart. We're going to put the foot down. Remember, press down, not out. Push those hips forward. Hold on. Good. I know. I feel it too. Right here. Is that where you feel it? Okay, let's rock back. Toes to the ceiling. Again, let your heart fall forward. Keep this leg straight. It doesn't matter how close the heart comes to the thighs. It really doesn't matter. I mean, mine's not that close, right? I've got my back flat. I'm looking out, not down. I'm not rounding. I'm just making the back side of that leg. I'm giving it as much stretch as it can handle right now. We're warm though. We can do that. And let's come forward again. There's our, just a different version of crescent lunge. Pushing those hips forward, feeling that stretch right there. One more breath here. All right, let's come to seated. I know we've done crescent lunge a bit in this series, but we're going to do it one more time. Let's bring that right knee open and let that left knee fall down. Push that foot back behind you and lift your heart. Oh yeah. So let's go ahead and come into cactus arms and just lift up slightly. So it's a little bit of a back bend, not much of one. We're just going to squeeze our shoulder blades back behind us. And then let's release all of that. And then let's do it again. Here we go. And let's release. Let's go ahead and face forward. We're going to move into that pyramid pose. So extend that same leg. So the left leg extends it out, toes to the ceiling. We're going to bring our arms up towards the ceiling for an inhale. Exhale, we're going to extend out, try to touch that wall in front of us. Keep that back flat. Look out beyond your toes. Bring those arms down. Hanging out, breathing. Hanging out, breathing. One more breath and roll it up. Bend that knee and put that foot on the floor. Okay, let's do the other side. Here we go. Left knee opens. Feel the inner thigh stretching to start with. Keep one knee angled at me, one knee angled at that other wall. All right, we got that inner thigh stretch. Let's let that right knee fall down towards the floor. Push that foot back behind you. Lift your heart. Feeling that crescent lunge stretch again, right? Hip flexor, quadricep. Let's release that. Now, we're going to push the back of the kneecap to the ceiling. Let's add the arms. We're going to look up slightly. It's not a huge look up, but you might feel a little deeper stretch. And let's release and do it one more time. Here we go. We got this. One more breath. And down we go. All right, face forward, same leg. Extends out in front of you, toes to the ceiling. Here we go. Hands to the ceiling. Out we go. Look out, not down. And bring those hands down to whatever. Shin, ankle, toes, feet, doesn't matter. Hang out and breathe. We have one more breath. All right, roll it up into seated. Move back into your Shavasana pose. Boy, we earned this one, didn't we? Leaning back if you wish. Hands resting lightly on the thighs. Flip the palms up to the ceiling. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in. And a full breath out. Untapped potential. Be inspired by your successes. Be even more inspired by your failures. Find great value in the good things you've done. Find even more value in all the good you have not yet brought yourself to do. Challenge yourself in ways no one else can challenge you. Remind yourself that no matter what you've achieved, there is always more you can do. Feel your untapped potential. Feel it so deeply you cannot avoid working to fulfill that potential. See the great opportunity in everything you've left undone. Take hold of that opportunity with a renewed sense of energy and purposeful passion. Think of all you've ever cared about and let it remind you how much you still do care. In that feeling is your potential, and in this moment is your chance to do something about it. Take a deep breath in and a full breath out. Drop your right ear towards your right shoulder. Reach up with the right hand. Give the head a gentle tug as you press that left hand down towards the floor. Release it. Drop your chin towards your chest. Reach up with your hands. Give the head a gentle tug. Release it. Drop your left ear towards your left shoulder. Reach up with your left hand. Give the head a gentle tug as you press that right hand down towards the floor. Release it. Look up just slightly. Open your mouth if you want to stretch your jaw. Bring your hands to your heart. Honoring one another, we say Namaste. Very well done. We've made it to the end of class number 17. Please keep showing up. Click that subscribe button. Leave me a comment, and I'll see you next time.